your UK immigration lawyer. I had to end the previous live since I had a call. I will continue the live discussion now. What is happening? Anyone joining now can ask their questions. I was not able to answer all the questions. Okay, I'll answer some questions on the channel that have been asked. Okay, just now 1 hour ago somebody asked Emmy Rose. Hi sir, when I apply for my ILR, if my replacement visa was issued on 26/11/2020, I have arrived in the UK on 21/21. I'm not sure why you applied for a replacement visa. You may already have a visa before that also. So maybe your qualifying period may have started even before your replacement visa. So a replacement visa is usually just a sticker or a BRP card that was given during that time in 2020. So yeah, definitely I'm not sure what type of visa you have, but you may also be eligible from a prior point than when you got the replacement visa. It depends on the type of visa you have. So if you give me further details or join the live and ask me any questions, then I may be able to answer that. Next question, I think this is a repeat. I already answered in the previous live. I'm on a skilled worker visa, so if I'll stay out of the UK for more than 28 days, I'll face the problem for my ILR. No, if you stay outside the UK for more than 28 days, you don't face problem for ILR, but your employer has to report the change of work location if you're on a skilled worker visa, as you say, regularly to home office, or that is a compliance breach for them. So that is for the employer, not for you. So for your question, it doesn't affect you. Yeah, and please watch the live. I answered in the previous live. Yeah. Creative Cutie, Mr. Sachin, nice to see you again. Missed one live 1 hour ago. Yes, I think you asked your question. I know I didn't get your question. I have a question here. I will answer that. So if someone on a care visa for 1 year, for a year now, and if made redundant, can he still work 20 hours in care agency? If you are made redundant, strictly speaking, as per the immigration rules, you cannot work. So the way it works is, if you are contracted to work, let's say 35 hours or 40 hours, if you're not working those, you cannot work the supplementary 20 hours. But I know home office is aware, even we are aware, people who don't have jobs, who have, like in your situation, they are working. Strictly speaking, I have to advise you, as per the rules, you are not allowed to work unless you get new sponsorship. Sorry about that. I know you wanted a positive answer, but I have to strictly give you as per the immigration rules. Okay, so next, Shubham Shah. Hello, can I apply for ILR before my dependent completes 5 years in UK if I have completed 5 years skilled worker visa? Yes, if you are the main applicant, you can apply. The dependent can do it subsequently. Okay, so I answered yours. I'll take another question. I think that only for workers, not for spouses or family visas. So that is a question someone has commented on. So for Irish citizens applying for British citizenship, some changes have been made. It's been made easier. I think they don't need life. I've made another video on that, a short on that. Someone has commented. So the fees is cheaper for children as well as adults, but that only applies to a small cohort of Irish citizens who move to the UK. So I have detailed that. So I think you're commenting that only workers, not for spouse visa. No, all this doesn't apply to workers, spouse visa also. It is only for Irish people who come and live in the UK and then subsequently apply for citizenship. That's what the video is for. Okay. Anyone coming live can ask me their questions. By the time I will take the questions on the channel. I've been waiting for my certificate sponsorship for 3 weeks. Current graduate visa expires. Okay, this is a common question. I think you also sent Anand. You also sent an email. I think we've replied to that. So the situation is, graduate visa expires in 10 days. Cost is not received by the employer to assign it to him to apply, to switch from graduate to skilled worker. So his question is, do I have to leave the UK and apply, get a defined certificate and then apply? That is a very risky proposal. I was just speaking to someone who has done this, but then I think Home Office is giving them a hard time. They are interviewing them from outside UK, etc. They can also interview from inside UK, but from outside UK, it's a one step more. I think they make it much harder for you. So I think they are going to refuse that person's application. In that person's application, I remember there were some FLRs and some overstay or something like that was there for sure. Some immigration irregularity was there. But in your case, my suggestion is, if you're not getting a course, this is what we do, and we've done it successfully every time, is we file a pending course application, ask the Home Office to keep it on hold, and then subsequently send the course once it is allocated to you. But if you are doing that, do it always through immigration lawyers. That's my advice. That's my word of caution. Okay, next question live. I have Ashok Kumaran. I applied UK student visa. I finished biometric 25. Still now I don't get any email from UKVM. What should I do? 25, almost a month. There are some delays on those student visa issues and after interviews and all. Uh, you will have to, the only option for you is to follow up with that international, what is that, customer service, and then they usually send a reminder to the case working team. That's the only way to follow up for you since you are outside the UK. Okay, Shubham, another question. Do you have any information on 10-year ILR route on the white paper proposed? What is the point-based system? Can 10-year ILR be applied retrospectively? Cannot comment on any of that. Nothing in the rules has come. Even not even consultations have been done. Nothing has been done yet. Only that last week or some days back, some discussions happened in the parliament. That's it. That doesn't mean anything. So you have to wait till December once they start the process, and I think if at all it happens, it will go live by April. That's our tentative calculation, whatever happens. Vakar, so the new family policy from the government, what should we expect? Yeah, it will come around December. I think that's what they're saying. Maybe the financial requirement may be reduced, or they will keep it to the same 29,000. For your case, I know you are the parent of a British child. It may not change much. I think so, because they are mainly focused on the financial requirement aspect, etc. That's what they are working on as per the max advice and all. Yeah, for your case, there may not be much change, but there may be some news on the financial requirement. It will be kept the same. That's what we predict. It will be kept the same at 29,000, or it will be reduced. It will not go up. TD, what about the garages proposal? Is it garages? Okay, Farage's proposal going to affect us? Yeah, he is not the government. So Reform UK is not the ruling party. So anything they say, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. What they say is, if you vote them and when they come to power, they have put that in their manifesto. The current Labour government is in power till at least till January 2029. Any new government will only come after that. So if they come to power, then they put it in their manifesto and then they make the changes. So at this stage, it doesn't make sense commenting on that. Nothing is going to change as of now. Thank you very much. Yes, Creative Cutie, I'll send you the Google ring. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for reminding that also, Creative Cutie. Yes, I'm just asking for Google reviews because I've seen many times clients I speak to, they are not aware that I have a YouTube channel and I'm advising, and there is a lot of resources on the YouTube channel. And also, so on the Google My Business, I'll just put the Google link. If you are getting value, if you got even answers, saved money, saved time, saved stress, that is the biggest one in immigration. Please do give a review, give 5 stars, write one line, at least write something, maybe 1 or 2 lines, whatever you can. Please do spare some time. It will help people to find the YouTube channel as well. We are trying to link it through. If you review that, it goes up, and slowly Google will start connecting it with the YouTube channel as well. There are a lot of followers. There is about 10,500 subscribers here, but on the Google business, it's quite stuck at this moment. So we just want to get it going. and people can find the YouTube channel from there. So Creative QT, I have put the link. I think it should have come down. Yeah, it's there. You can click on that and review. Dominic, is English now a requirement for skilled worker dependents, or will it be in the near future? It may be in the near future. That will be released around December. When the family rules change, as Babakar asked regarding the family policy, around December, these 2 points will be released: the new family policy and the English language for dependents. Whatever they come up with, they may come up with, that's what I am predicting, we are predicting. Yes, it may happen for the dependents also. That's an easy change, so I think most probably they will do it. Thank you, Bakar. Bakar, if you can give a review, I put the link. Please give a 5-star review and write whatever you feel. I know you have been joining these lives for a long time now. Okay, Lala, will there be a retrospective rule change on ILR? Currently, that is what the government is proposing. Doesn't seem like. Even if they try to do it, there will be a lot of challenges, judicial reviews and all. We lawyers, we are already preparing. I've also read several older cases, the HSMB forum and several others. So we are kind of mentally prepared if that happens, and it's quite unlikely, but it may happen, even if there is a 10% chance. But we have to see it when it comes. But there will be challenges, and we have to take it from there only. There will be a lot of challenges, JRs, etc., that will be filed. But that is the intention of the government. That is what we know. But the consultation has not yet started. It may start something around December, I think they say. Till now, nothing has moved on that area, except that debate that happened. That is not much. It was just a concern that they were raising. In practical aspects, MAC has not given any reports yet. No consultation yet. Yeah, nothing has been started properly with the intention of doing it. Nazmeen, if someone came for masters with dependents and got graduate visa with dependents, not switching from graduate visa, taught masters again. Okay. Can dependents stay or have to leave? You will have to see the current rules. So does your current masters qualify for a dependent? Doesn't matter what happened in the previous 2 permissions. I know you have masters, then graduate, and now you're again doing a student visa for the next masters, taught masters. For this one, you have to see if this masters qualifies for a dependent. What that means, to the best of my understanding, if your qualification is a PhD qualification or a master's with some research based activity, only then you can sponsor dependents. So if this student visa can sponsor a dependent, you need to ask your university, with this course, can I sponsor my dependents? They don't need to know anything about the past. As if they say this course is eligible to sponsor dependents, then you can continue to sponsor them. That is my answer. So whether about Faraj's proposal will bit affect children who has lived in here for 7 years, I don't think so. That's completely on the human rights and a different private life area. The ones they are referring to is more skilled worker and all these areas. That's what the focus is. Okay, let me check Creative QT if the link is not working. Okay, I think I've given you a wrong link. Just a minute. Copy, paste. Is this the one? Why is this not pasting? Just 1 minute, I'll just give the link. Where is it? I'll check the link also. Yes, this one works. Creative QT, thank you very much. I put this link. This one should work. Okay, any more questions? No more live questions. I'll take the questions on the channel for now. Anything else? Close. Okay. Yeah, another question. Okay, that one I've answered. Next question from Sahil. I come in UK skilled worker. I got a new cost letter, but Home Office gave me rejection. I applied admin review, but still I am waiting last 10 months. So how much long home office takes time? Administrative reviews are 12 months and going, even more than 12 months. So that is the waiting time. Currently they are, home office is quite loaded with admin reviews. Your section 3C is protected, you are legal once you file it. But yes, admin reviews are taking 12 months and more. Next question live. How do you calculate I got cost 2023 Jan? Visa expires March 28, 5 years, okay. When do I apply for ILR? Yeah, I'm assuming you got the skilled worker permission inside UK. You applied within UK in 2023. You got cost. When was the first visa issued? That is the point. When was your first skilled worker visa issued? From that point you count 5 years. That's how it works. Okay. Next question I have on the channel. My wife from Igor. My wife should apply for settled status to join me in UK. She is in Croatia at the moment. I would like to know if she would enter the UK with an ET and then apply for from UK, or should she apply from Croatia and enter the UK with the COA? It's possible. Should apply for. Okay, this is a question about settled status. She is in Croatia at the moment. She should ideally apply from Croatia. Yeah, just coming on the ETA to the UK and then trying to change to settlement, EU settlement scheme may not be looked upon fairly or good. It's better to apply for that family permit or the travel permit for the EU nationals or family members and enter the UK. Okay, next, no live questions. Anyone coming live can ask your questions. I'm taking the questions on the channel for now. Okay, I came in September 2024. Okay, let me drink my tea also. Sorry, I will be drinking my tea. Thank you to my wife. I came in September 2024. Can I get my family in 5 years? I'm a carer. September 24. Yes, yeah, this is a common question. Yeah, this has never been addressed, looks like to me. No one is asking me this question. So people who cannot sponsor their dependents, especially carers, I think around April 24 or March 24, 11th March. 11th March 2024, the rules change. Carers cannot bring dependents with them, with those two job codes 613536. So those people can live in the UK for 5 years, get their settlement. As of now it is 5 years, get their settlement, and after that they can bring in their dependents. So I think that is the question that Dami is asking. He or she came to the UK in September 24. Can I get my family in 5 years? Yeah, after 5 years, yes. Once you get indefinite leave to remain, then you can get your family. Next question. I overstayed in UK for 2 years. Can I go back to India? Sudan. Apply for Canadian student visa. Will UK overstay affect Canadian visa? I cannot advise on Canadian visa matters, but definitely there are questions on most of the ally countries. I know whether it is US, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, or UK. These 5, you may have to declare the overstay. To what extent it affects, you may have to speak to a Canadian immigration lawyer. That's what I would say. But yeah, disclosure may be there. Most probably, that's what I'm aware of. Okay, what is the next question? Rahul Aman. My interview 1st October, skilled worker. Can I choose translator in my language? Yeah, so this is a very challenging one. So this individual Rahul Aman, he is asking, his interview is also right in his question. मेरा interview है 1st October को. He has a skilled worker interview on 1st of October. So he's filed an application and Home Office has asked for an interview. And he is asking, can I choose translator in my language? It will be very difficult for you to justify if you are expected to have B1 level of English in all 4 components. That's almost general academic level and level at least 4 in IELTS. I would advise against using interpreters, because a skilled worker is expected to be reasonably able to speak English with the customers, clients, co-workers, or whatever job you're doing. I don't know. You will you can ask for it, but it will be definitely looked down upon you. Someone who has passed all those four components with B1 as a caseworker, if I am sitting there, I would definitely doubt how would you even how did you even pass that exam firstly, if you got that, and if you cannot converse, and if you needed a translator to speak to a caseworker, how would you come to the UK and converse in your regular business or job, whatever you are doing? I would advise against asking for an interpreter. I don't think you can even get it. You can get it for other visas, but you can ask for it. I think they will give it. That's your right. But then it will be definitely looked down upon. 101%. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the salary he has been given is 3960, a new entrant. So, and if you are applying from inside UK or outside UK, whatever that is, I would not advise getting an interpreter for a skilled worker visa interview. Certainly not. Yes, interpreters are okay for other types of applications. For a spouse visa, which is A1 level of English is expected, which is very low. That is understandable. Visitor visa, yes, but certainly not a skilled worker visa. Okay, so next question. Maybe it will. Thank you, Creative Cutie. Thank you very much for your review. Yeah, it really helps people find the channel as well. And yeah, because there are other lawyers that usually come up when you try to search for any answers, and that is all Google ads. So they're paying whatever for the ads, etc. We are not paying for any ads. So the Google business usually it works on reviews or YouTube channels and all of that. So anyone who needs such advices, they can join these lives, get any information. There is a lot of resources on the channel also and on the website. So they would find on Google and it will help someone. MMJ, can I have your phone number, please? Yeah, I don't speak directly. Usually, my office deals with all my consultations. There is a short 10-minute consultation. If you wish, you can book that. I will put it in the link over here. It will be also in the description of this channel. Usually, we don't give any free advice out of these lives. Okay, sorry about that, but that is the business policy. So, there is a short 10-minute consultation. It's been priced very low considering many students or others want it, and it's been booked quite well. So this is what I have. There's the link. You can see it's just £60 for a 10-minute consultation. And yeah, I do advise considerably in a 10-minute session, I know. Olamida, skilled worker visa issued on, let me read. Okay, skilled worker visa issued on Jan 24, RQF level 6 job, highly skilled. Okay, sir, I'm confused on the visa renewal salary requirements. What will it be? Will it be the lower going rate for the job code or the going rate? Yeah, so yes, I will answer that. Salary calculations I cannot do, but I can answer your question definitely. Jan 24, the rules changed in April. Where are my notes? 4th April, the rule changed 4th April. So you are in the transitional provisions. So you are still, what is your question? It will be lower going rate. So you compare lower going rate against 31,300. 31,300 base or lower going rate, whichever is higher. That's how you do it for a 37.5 hours working week. You come under the transitional provisions because your cost was issued, skilled worker visa was issued, yeah, rather the cost was definitely issued before April 2024. You come under the transitional provisions. Okay, Mohammed Abdi. Hello, I'm a British citizen, get carer allowance, and me and my 4 children under 16 living under universal credit can I apply for partner visa for my wife, carer's allowance. Yes, you can apply. I'll summarily explain the rules. So if you have carer's allowance, yes, carer's allowance definitely it is there. With carer's allowance, if you're getting it, you don't need to meet the financial requirement of 29,000, but you need to meet accommodation and maintenance. Accommodation is you anyways have council house and all, you will meet that, and Maintenance, the way it is calculated, I'll just summarily tell you, it's a complex formula to do it, but a family of, so you are how many, 4 plus 1, 5, plus your wife who will be joining, so total 6 people, so 2 adults plus 4 children together, whatever will be the income support allowance that the government will give. If you calculate that, look at the formulas, you'll have to Google search and all. If your net earnings from all your benefits is over that, then you should be able to sponsor your wife. That is summarily, but yeah, you can book a consultation and I can do exact numbers for you. The link is there just before that comment if you want to, or speak to any other lawyer. So that is how it is done. You don't need to meet the financial requirement, but you need to meet accommodation and maintenance. Accommodation you will anyways meet. I know you may have a council property or something, you may have council tax reduction or even not paying anything, but usually it is the maintenance that is what you need to calculate properly. Then you can sponsor your partner. Okay. Okay, so the next question on the channel I have Anantajit. I am now on skilled worker domiciliary care visa. Domiciliary, okay. My company is sent me a letter on email on last month. They are closing down the company soon. Financial issues. They didn't mention any date. I want to know when did my curtailment period start and how many days it got to stay in the UK if I go back to India. Okay, so first point, the company has to give you a last date of work, whatever that is. I know they have sent you that email. You need to ask them what is my last date of work. Within 10 days of that last date, let's say if it is today, 24th September, within 10 days of today, the company has to inform Home Office that they are no longer sponsoring you. And after that, whenever Home Office picks up, they curtail your visa. They don't curtail. The word curtail has changed. It's cancel now. I know people are using curtailment. It's not curtailment. Home Office keeps on changing the names. It is cancellation of your permission. So it will happen when they get to it. Sometimes it may happen in 6 months, 3 months, whatever the period. It depends on your luck and till the end of your permission that you have. So that's what I can say about it. You can stay in the UK till the time your permission is valid. For example, you got a 5-year visa. After 3 years, your employer has ended your job and they reported they are no longer sponsoring you. From now till the remaining 2 years, whatever is on your visa, you can stay in the UK till the time Home Office doesn't cancel it. If they cancel it within 3 months, then they will give you 60 days from that. Or if they cancel after 1 year, 1.5 year, whatever that is, they have to give you 60 days. Or if they don't cancel, I know people who are sitting in the UK whose visas have not been cancelled for 1 year and 1.5 year also now. Okay, so that's your luck. So this is it. Next, Abhijit. Hi, I'm thinking about starting a business in the UK. I'm on a skilled worker visa right now. Could you please talk about what visa can I apply for and what are the requirements? Yeah, that's too much of a detail you are asking. Usually I can answer a 30-second or a 1-minute question, but briefly, there are some videos I've made. On skilled worker visa, you cannot start a business, that is for sure. The other ones are innovator visa, which has a very strict requirements. I think yesterday only we have released the blog. You can read that blog about innovator visa challenges. There is not much a straightforward way of a visa, uh, unless we know all the facts of your case. Innovator visa requires scalable business, uh, plus the ILR requirements are very, very stringent, which almost 80% of them are not able to meet. People always try to switch from innovator to skilled worker to get ILRs and all. Global talent, which you can research and see if you do qualify in any of the categories. These are the only two main ones which you can go on your own if you are considering. Other than that, you may have to just keep on working on the skilled worker till you get your ILR and then think of starting a business. Or you can book a consultation with me. I can take more details from you and see what is a workable option. I can advise on that. So, Ulade asked year before and it was said she could. What is that she could? This is your first message, I think so. Can you complete your message? Okay. I'll take the message. Okay, I'm waiting for your message, Buladi. Thanks, Abhijit. Anyone, yeah, thank Abhijit or anyone who has got any answers, it's helped you, anything, please do consider giving a Google review. It will take just 1 minute of your time. It will help others also find this channel in some way, find the website. There are a lot of free resources on the website, on the channel, list of documents, a lot of things are there. I know not everyone will be able to afford the fees, etc. So there are many people who come to lives, they ask questions, or they go on the channel, on the website and download things. There is a lot of downloadable material. I'll just put the link again over here. So Abhijit or anyone who's got any value before, please do consider giving a review. Give a 5-star review, write 1 or 2 lines, whatever you want to. That will help us. Okay. So Suren, hi there. I'm a skilled worker, dependent visa, valid for 3 more years. Can I start a business in the UK? Will there be any issue for ILR? Yes, I would not advise starting business in the UK. There are several videos that I've explained on the business starting and ILR, etc. You can search on the channel and see. You are not allowed to be self-employed or doing your businesses, etc. Okay, so the next question. Okay, somebody just posted. Adipu. Yeah, on the channel, my wife got a care visa before 22nd July. Before 22nd July, okay. And we applied as a family before the rule changed. I'm the dependent spouse and my wife is the main applicant. Dependent spouse, okay. However, I had to make an emergency travel to in August. I'm back now. I contacted the Home Office before I traveled, but they didn't grant it. However, we have still not heard from the Home Office since 8 weeks is passed. When I complained from they said 20 days. What could be happening? When did you file the application? So I understood that everyone filed the application, main and dependent, and one dependent left, that is you, and then you came back. So that previous application will be treated as withdrawn. And how are you even entering the UK if an application is withdrawn? You would ideally make an application for entry clearance from outside the UK as a dependent, provided your wife's care visa. But the care visa dependents were stopped long back. They were stopped on, where they stopped? 11th of March 2024. So I'm not sure whether your dependents do qualify, because you are saying you applied before 22nd of July 2025 but not before 11th of March 2024. So I don't think that dependents are allowed on that care visa, on your wife's care visa. I know you're not looking for this answer, but I have to tell you strictly what the immigration rules say. That is the reason maybe they are minded to cancel, refuse those applications. That may be the case. For the consultation, if you scroll up, you'll find it, or I'll just put a link. It will be in the description of this one also. Let me just put it here. The links are in the description of this video or every other video. I put the consultation link over here, Abhijit. Suren, thank you very much, Suren. If you did get value, please do consider giving a review. It just before, 2 comments before. Click on that and just give a 5-star review and write 1 line at least, if it at least saved you some decision making fatigue that you may be going through. Save you time, money, effort, anything. Please do review. It will help others to find this channel more frequently through Google usually. Okay, so next question. There are 24 people live. Yes, any of the 24 you can ask any questions. I understand many people join. I know many of you have told me they just want to get knowledge of UK immigration. Yeah, I will talk whatever comments I have definitely, but any questions you have, please feel free to ask. Okay. So these ones I have answered. Okay, Anantaji, I'm on a skilled worker. Okay, I answered this one. Okay, next question I have is, my husband and I share one bedroom with our 3-year-old child. Will there be any rejection because we have only one bedroom? Interesting. This is about the spouse visa. One bedroom with a child. I think for the child, 3-year-old child. Let me check. I may be able to answer, but let me find it out. I'm trying to find an answer if I'm able to get it. Yeah, so the question is, it's about, thank you very much, T. T. Yeah, you left a review. Thank you very much. Thank you. This helps a lot. Thank you very much, whoever is getting value, leaving us reviews. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, and let me see. Standard room. I'm trying to check the rules. Adult or child or 10 one person. Okay, let us see what is the answer. Yeah, so the question is, husband wife living in one room and they have also have a 3-year-old child. Usually it will be tricky because per room 2 adults are allowed if they are partners, but if the child is there, then it would be 2.5, and a 2.5 may be looked as overcrowding rules being not met. Yeah, just be mindful of that. It may be a problem with the spouse visa or whichever family route application you are trying to apply. Usually spouse visa, I think so. You all share one bedroom and there is a 3-year-old child. The child will be considered as half. Um, it may not meet the requirements. I know you don't want to hear this answer, but I'm checking into the rules where it says your family counts as 2.5. A dwelling with only one room is permitted, a maximum of 2 persons. Yeah. So, yeah, just get another room also on rent or something. Get it sorted before you make any applications. That's my advice. Next question. Okay, live one. I think you asked the same one over here, right? I can match the name. Adebowale, Adeyumi. Thank you so much. However, they are yet to say anything. Our current visa expires next year, October. They didn't come back to say my application is withdrawn. Yeah, that happens with Home Office. They will never come to know. I know people who have, like yourself, who have traveled and came back, and I think they've also got their applications approved. But then, strictly speaking, as per the rules, as soon as you leave the UK, by operation of law, your application is treated as cancelled. Home Office may not come to know that you have traveled. That is the main reason they cannot do anything. If they come to know that you have traveled, they will definitely refuse the application. That's how it works. But there is no way for them to find out you have traveled. But then they may have some information, whatever that is, but I can only advise you as per the immigration rules and the laws. So if you've done something, you traveled, it is treated as withdrawn, and you should ideally take the next steps or wait for them to refuse. But they may never refuse. They may take 3 months, 6 months, or just keep it on hold. Such applications do go on in limbos. I know that. So just decide for yourself what you want to do. Okay. The next question on the channel I have is, hi sir, when withdraw asylum application, will the UK government forcefully send one back to their home country, or if he or she has planned to travel to another country with proof and reasonings, can she travel to that country instead of going back to home country? I doubt it will be quite difficult for someone who has already overstayed or maybe claimed asylum, obviously, and now they are withdrawing it and trying to travel. If you have a passport, it will be difficult. You may ideally should go back to your home country unless you have whatever fear of persecution. If you have those fear of persecution, then you should continue your asylum claim. That's what my suggestion is. But yeah, traveling to other country may be difficult. I don't know all the facts of your case, but from whatever you have said, it may be difficult. But then, yeah, if you want to discuss in detail, book a consultation. I will ask more questions on the matter, and then I may be able to advise on that. Next question from Karan. What if I am working towards CIPS pathway to CPS, working in an special supervisor, which is logistical? Does it make eligible for new entrant? I don't think so. That is not considered as professional as per the definition, to the best of my understanding. Um, the question is about new entrant category. There are different categories. One of the categories is when you are working towards a professional qualification. For example, you are trying to become an architect and you are in that process. There are many such professions. But then, yeah, when you're trying to do Amazon seems to be a private, it's not something that is a generally recognized profession. You're going to become Amazon operations supervisor. I doubt that will qualify you for, that's my interpretation of the rules, uh, for a new entrant visa. I don't think so. Next question I have is, I got skilled worker visa in 2023 November. Now I want to do change my sponsorship with the old rules apply. You got November 23. Yes, the old rules will apply. Transitional provisions do apply to you. The base minimum salary for you will be 31,300. When you applied, it may be 25,600 or 29,000. I think 25,600. So now the base salary that will apply under the transitional provisions will be 31,300, or the going rate, whichever is higher. Yeah, so Jagdish Malik is asking office address, please. Yeah, you can go on the website and see our different locations. I mostly work remotely only now. I have family and children. Almost 99% of my work is done remotely. Yeah, so everything is done through emails, cloud storage, Google, and Workspace, and all of that. So, yes, I do have physical location, but very rarely I go there. I avoid traveling. That saves time, and that's the time I'm using for these lives basically. So, but then yeah, if you want the office address and all the everything is on the website. It is, if you go in the channel information, you'll get the link to the website. We are based in London, work from several locations. I do go. Next question I have is Asif. Is there any chance that get discounted salary 33,400 per annum be applicable to dependent who wants to apply to skilled worker visa? No, dependents cannot get the benefit if they are switching. Only the graduate holder will get the benefit of 33,400, which is the new entrant salary, not the dependent, unless the dependent is under 26 or qualifies in their own right, which I don't think is the case with you. The next question I have is, sir, I'm a nurse in NHS. By mistake, I worked 24 hours extra, like a NHSP bank shift. Is it affecting my ILR? NHS nurse, if it's just a one-off situation where you work more than 20 hours, firstly, don't do it again, number one. If it's done just once, I don't think it's going to affect that much. Just one isolated issue, and if you rectified that in future, it may not affect it may not be treated as a breach. It may be let go. Instead of 20 hours, you work 24 hours on one instance. So next question, I asked you a question, we overstayed, okay, for some time and leave voluntarily. How much time will we get a ban? If I apply for any visa for the same country, what happens? Will I get the visa to UK after that 1 year ban? Right to other country, will I get a visa? Okay, I cannot advise on other countries. Okay, the question is overstay ban for 1 year. I think you asked me a question and you may have given me the facts. So you have a 1 year ban. So yes, for the UK, they will consider your application after 1 year, after the overstay ban period, and it will be considered on its own merits. It won't be refused. If you apply within the 1 years, before that 1 year overstay ban is over, it will be refused without even looking at the eligibility or documents or anything. Just by opening the application, they will refuse it. Just, yeah, they are not going to go into the facts of the case. So that is what it means. After 1 year, it's not necessary that they will give you a visa. It will be assessed on your eligibility, whether you meet all the requirements or not. Okay, Roshan. Hello, live question. I'm applying for my wife for skilled worker dependent visa, and my visa is expiring in April. It is about less than 6 months. So while paying IHS fee, it says 0. It says 0. That is weird. Let me think through. Maybe less than 6 months. Yeah, if they want IHS, they will write to you. I know why it is defaulting it. Under 6 months, there is no IHS. So if you apply for a visitor visa, visitors don't pay IHS. So the system is not allowing you because the system is calculating the dates when you enter the dates. But if they want it, they will ask for it. Don't worry. Home Office is not going to give you a visa without taking the fees. So ideally, she would pay something proportionately, but then don't worry, it's not going to get to a refusal of a visa. When it goes to the case working team, they will check, and whatever is required, they will ask for the IHS from you. They will send you the link and all of that. They will start following up with you. The system may not take the money, I understand, because the visa period is less than 6 months. So that is normal. Yeah. So I don't need to do anything right now. Does it will take more time to get my visa? Whenever the caseworker gets, they will usually write to you that there is no IHS or whatever. They will send you the payment link, etc. It may take slightly more time, but I don't think they keep it on the side. They will send it to you. If IHS is not paid or short IHS is paid, usually they have quite a straightforward process. They will ask for it. Yeah, it is not in your control. You have to just file it and move on. That's the only thing you can do. Kushal Shah. Yes, hello. Yes, Kushal, you can ask me a question. Let me mark this one is done. By the time I will take, or I will just wait. Okay, Virk. How much time is being taken for skilled worker visa under standard nowadays? Is it outside UK or inside UK? Outside UK standard would be about 3 weeks time, 10 working days. It's quite standard. And inside UK, 8 weeks standard processing, priority processing, 5 working days. They are within time with everything, unless there are exceptional situations. They want to research, they want to interview people, they want to go and research the sponsor. Those things may take time. Kushal, I am 2021 December sponsorship. Okay, if I change employer in 25 November, my job code is 1222. Okay. If you're asking for salary calculations, sorry, I cannot do salary calculations over here. I can only tell you what may apply. If you are in 2021, the old rules apply to you. You are still under the transitional provisions. Salary calculations are usually done. I have to do all the calculations properly, and it's pure immigration advice. It may lead to visa refusals, etc. So book a consultation. The link will be in the description. What makes caseworkers to take interview? Yeah, when they want clarification on some things, nowadays they are just interviewing randomly. When not just on the, it may be many things. It may be sponsors issues, past compliances, recent license, any compliance breaches that they have, they may do, and whatever they are employers records, RTI, payroll run, and see taxes not paid properly. It may be the employee side, overstays, FLRs filed, fee waivers filed, salaries suddenly increased. Till the time you were working on a graduate route, you were just paid 20,000. I'm just taking an example. Suddenly you will be paid 34,000, 33,400, whatever that is. They may ask for questions. Those are the questions they are asking in interviews. There are many things. It depends on a lot of factors. Roshan, I heard somewhere if the visa is for less than 6 months, even in the dependent visa, we don't need to pay IHS. I don't think you will need to pay IHS, but let me think, how will you access NHS? Because people who don't get, who get the visa 6 months and under, they don't have access to NHS. So if you don't pay IHS, then your wife or whoever is applying, the dependent, will not have access to NHS. Remember that. It is directly linked to NHS. So I think, I know if they don't ask for NHS, that's fine. But then I doubt whether she will be able to access NHS. I don't know how that is tracked exactly. That 6 month is a gray area. Okay. Kushal Shah. New costs will not affect right on if I will change new employer and after 22nd July as I am thinking to move to new employer. Yeah, you will still be, the old rules will apply to you. I don't know what that job code is, but yeah, 1222. But yeah, old rules will still apply to you. So all the salary requirements of base of 31,300 will apply, or the going rate, the lower going rate will apply to you. I have visa sponsorship from university, then chances of interview. With the university, I don't know how long you worked, what documentation they have provided with their sponsor license, or when they ask for a course, what documentation you have provided. I don't know the facts of the case. Yeah, you need to book a consultation with us or other lawyers, get the whole case assessed. Only then I can advise. Even if there is an interview, nowadays there are random interviews also. They are just calling some random people without any reasons also. That's what we've seen. So if they call, you may have to go for an interview. They will not refuse a visa because of that. Because of what? Because you are switching employer. I think switching employer is allowed unless, what is the job code? What is your job? I know there are only very less which have been restricted unless your job code doesn't allow you to change employers. It's only in those healthcare sectors, I know. Else we can get to know the status of our applications. We have filed online complaint form and it takes 20 days to they normally respond. What are the options do I have? The best option for you is to leave the UK, make an, which you may not prefer. I know that is for sure. But this is what, how you follow immigration rules. You leave the UK, file an entry clearance application as a dependent, and withdraw the application in the UK. If you withdraw the application in the UK, then you will at least get your fees back also, because the decision is not made on the application. So they ideally have to refund you the visa fees and the IHS that you paid for your application, and then go back, file an application from outside the UK. That is my answer to Adebui's dependent application which is pending and you have traveled overseas. No, I am not paying IHS for my wife, and will they reject the visa in that case? They won't reject for IHS. There is a different regulation that requires them to ask for IHS if they want it. They can't just refuse an application. Okay, I've answered all of them. Next question, Naveen. How long have I been live? Okay, 1 hour. Does 41,700 applicable to existing skilled workers? When they will apply for extension of their visa? Yes, the 41,700 applies to anyone who has a course issued after 4th of April 2024. Yeah, that is my answer. Anyone who joined the skilled worker route for the first time with a course that was issued on or after 4th of April. 4th of April, the system was off, I think, 5th of April onwards, 5th April 2024 onwards. And there no discount applies. In that case, 41,700 is the minimum salary. Actually, I was working in college on skilled worker visa before 22nd July. I worked off them. Yes, I got all the facts about Rivik. Yeah. Yeah, they may call. If you are genuine, then you don't have to worry. If your job is genuine, everything is genuine, then why you worried for an interview? If they call it, they can ask whatever questions they want and they will assess your situation. I know you've changed the job, that is what you said. If we cancel the application for dependent visa, how long does it take to get a refund of the application fee and the IHS fee and application fee? Usually 28 days to 90 days. Yeah, between 28 to 90 days, that's what I would say. There may be some follow-ups involved. If any legal rep is doing, make sure they are following up, because all the systems, yeah, don't connect properly. Yeah, 28 days to 90 days on a higher end. Okay, we'll see you. My wife is on the care visa since August 23, which will expire by 27. My question is, will she still be able to extend by 27, judging by the new rules? Judging by the new rules. So you're talking of ISL. That is something to be waited and watched. I cannot tell you now, because the subsequent, whatever the new rules they make, it depends on that. At this point, it's very hard to comment. And care visa is the one they are attacking like left, right, and center. In April last year, March, they stopped dependents. This year, they stopped overseas recruitment. So that care visa, which is the most area where most of the frauds have happened, almost 90% of the frauds have happened, the government is just killing that route like anything. So I don't know what changes will come in future. Okay, your advice is very genuine, affordable. Thanks. Thank you very much. If you did get value, please, Rivir, sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Please give a review on Google. It will help others to find this lives and a lot of resources. I'll put the link. I know others have given reviews. I'm seeing that just running on my phone. So if you did get value, please do give a review on Google. It will just take 1 minute of your time, but it will help others also. It will help us also, others to find the channel. So let me put it here. Yeah, so that is the link to the Google business page. Was you, same applies to you. If you did get value in my answer, I don't know how much I helped you, but yes, do give a review, do give a 5 star, and just write one line comment. It will help Google to bring it up, and that's how they will find the channel also. We are posting the links of the videos and all, so more people find, because there are many ads that come up on Google. Other providers, they will just sell all these services, whatever information I am giving free over here, whatever I can. Others who are in need, I know there are many people in need who may not be able to afford the fees. There are consultations and all which are there. I'm not going to sell that over here. Okay, Kushal Shah, sir, what is your thought on 10 years ILR? Thoughts, general thoughts. Is there any chance they will apply to those with are in the UK as per experience? I don't think it will apply. So I'm just summarily answering now. Don't ask me why. Okay, because I have been practicing this for almost 13 years now. So been a lawyer for a longer time. At least 13 years I'm doing UK immigration. I don't think it will affect for people who are already in the UK. That is my first stance, because there will be a lot of challenges and all that will go through. We are also reading the case laws. We are also getting ready and following everything. I don't think it will apply retrospectively. If at all, it may apply for future comers. If it applies if they try to apply it retrospectively, which looks like the intention is also very political. It's that reform party on the other side trying to uh, suggest weird things, ILR to be cancelled and all whatever nonsense they say, and to basically to please them, to please the voters of that party, this government has to suggest some things. Hence, they came up with the white paper last November. They came up with the white paper in May, and in this one they said this whatever 10-year ILR and all, but nothing has come yet. Nothing is moving. I don't know how much the intention is to really do it. Yeah, so let us see. Shalu, hi sir, my son got ILR August 2024 as he born and lived in UK for 7 years. Okay, for is he eligible to apply citizenship? He is 11 years old now. My son got ILR August 24. Is he born and lived in the UK? He is born in the UK and he spent 10 years. So that's fine. He can apply. After a child born in the UK, lived in the UK for the first 10 years of his life, his or her life, can apply for citizenship, registration as a British citizen. Yeah, you can apply. I think it is Form T something. Yeah, don't quote me on the form. But yeah, 10 years, born in the UK, lived first 10 years of life. I've done many such applications, I remember. So, yes, the child will qualify for registration as a British citizen. Roshan, so if I fill up the application form, defines clinical visa in the application, the visa type is PBS Startup Innovator. Yes, that is the one. Is this all the same? Yes, that is all the same. Yes, that is how the form always comes up. It is the same form for dependents. Bhagat, how difficult is it for an employer to issue a defined cost for hiring someone from outside the UK? More or less, the process has mainly become the same, whether you ask for a U cost, undefined cost, or outside UK cost. Defined costs are more difficult because there are many stages of scrutiny. They will ask for a lot of documents. If they already have migrants, they will ask for the payroll returns for the last, the RTI that is done every month's payroll that is reported to HMRC, bank statements, funding, etc., etc. So I would say yes, for small employers it may be difficult, uh, but then yeah, it really depends from case to case. What is the case? Why is it genuine employment? Is the role genuine? Is there a need? What efforts have been put by the employer to get other employees in the UK, other people in the UK? Have they at least tried, or they are just trying to get that migrant? Many things. So you need to show them all the efforts why the employer really wants this person. Chalu, I don't want to apply British citizenship now for him as my husband, me and my first son are is discretionary leave. When I hear ILR revoke news, I am a bit worried. ILR revoke news, okay. So citizenship, you have a British child. Uh, yeah, then if you are, yeah, I don't think the ILR revoke will happen till the new government comes. The current government is there till Jan 29. This government is not doing anything on that lines. They that is the suggestion that they've made. They will be putting in their manifesto. If worst comes worst, Nigel Farage's party wins, they will put it in the manifesto, and after they come to power, they will make the changes and not give ILR. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, which is highly unlikely. But if that happens, that's how it will happen. So you don't need to worry at least till that Jan 29, I would say, till this government is in power. Okay. So yeah, it's your decision. If you want to apply, Shalu, if you want to apply, you can apply, or you can wait for everyone to continue. Suppose will legally enter in UK on visit and then will claim asylum after spending 5 years. Then I will get ILR or not. I don't understand what you are trying to ask. You came legally on visitor visa, you claimed asylum, and after you get ILR on the basis of refugee status, of the asylum status. Okay. Yes, you will get ILR. I have done several applications recently. Yeah. So people who are on refugee status after ILR, after 5 years, they can qualify for indefinite leave to remain. That is the standard route. Thank you very much, Rivik, for the review. Yeah, thank you very much. I think you have given it, you confirmed. Thank you very much. Anyone getting any value, please do consider giving a review on Google. It helps others find this channel also, because Google, when you search on Google, usually all the ads of other representatives comes up, which are more paid services. Any of such free services never come up on Google. So where I am giving free advice, there is a lot of free information on the channel, it never comes up. Hence we are trying to connect the Google business to this one, so at least this channel shows up in somewhere in the posts, etc., and people can find it. So please, Rivik just gave a review, thank you very much for that. I think several others did give a review. I'll put the link again over here, because I understand not everyone can afford the fees of lawyers. Even my charging rate is quite high, obviously. So we do have a 10-minute consultation, which we have reduced it for £60 now. And yeah, that link will be there in the description, but I'm not trying to sell it that over here. Okay, so Tappuz, what is your fees for asylum? You are just applying for an asylum, ILR on asylum, right? That's what you will do. For the fees, usually check with office. I don't deal with that. If you go to the website and email to info@visa solutions, yeah, someone from office will send you. There are standard quotations. I don't even have it in front of me here. So yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to sell any services here. So I'm trying to avoid the money discussion over here. So yes, we do ILRs. Yes, just write there and someone from office will give. Uh, Thank you very much, Adevui. Thank you very much, anyone who is giving the reviews. This really helps. It really not just helps us, it helps others to find the channel and they can come and ask. I know many new people are joining the channel. I can see, yeah, and there are some regulars also. So it will just help anyone, whatever. Okay, Wagar, but I lived in the UK for 7 years from 18 to 25 on two student visas. I have one graduate visa. Okay, had to return back as my employer wasn't a licensed sponsor. Is there any visa route I can use to return? You can use to return. It will be difficult. Visitor visa has been taken off. I know previously we used to use that. I don't know if you still have the student progression to get more student visas. I don't know about that. You may have to speak to universities. But then student visa, skilled worker visa, these are the only two which I see that people may be using. Skilled worker visa, it's quite scrutinized a lot. I understand you asked for the defined costs, getting it difficult. It is slightly difficult, I understand. But yeah, if it is a genuine job, get it. Don't try to buy those courses and all. You won't end up anywhere. It will just ruin your career. Yeah. Shalu, my first son born in India on discretionary leave, applied for second renewal last October 24, still waiting for the result. We are on a 10-year parent route. Can he apply for 5 years? He is 13 years old. Yeah, I think after your son, you should move him to the private life route, usually. Discretionary, yeah. Speak to an immigration lawyer because there is a lot of confusion with that. There is he was on the discretionary and then he's under 18. They may be able to apply on a 5-year route. The child who is under 18, the children who are under 18 but not born in the UK. There may be a possibility. Speak to immigration lawyers. You can book a consultation with me. Links will be there in the, or speak to any other immigration lawyer. They need to assess. There may be a possibility. Uh, when they applied, when the child was given discretionary, how long they've spent, etc., etc. A lot of information is required for that. Uh, there may be a possibility of that child applying for ILR after 5 years. Only that child, not the adults. Okay, so yes, at the point of 5 years, maybe you can contact the, yeah, speak to an immigration lawyer. Navidingra, if EU settlement appeal is pending, can I apply my parent tourist visa? EU settlement appeal is pending. Your parents' tourist visa will be assessed on their own merits. I don't think your status, if you're an illegal or an overstayer, yes, it may matter. But a pending appeal is still, if you have Section 3C leave, I'm assuming that you have Section 3C. Make sure go and check all your e-visas and all of that, digital status, that you have permission, you are legal in the UK. If you're illegal, that may affect, but if you're legal, that may not have any effect. But your parents' tourist visas will be assessed in their own right. They have enough ties to go back, enough money to support themselves, enough reasons to go back, social ties, religious ties, etc., etc. Yeah, so remember that aspect. Your EU settlement application doesn't have much bearing provided you are legal in the UK. If you are illegal, then it will have a negative bearing on their application. Okay. So 668. I'm just checking any other questions that I have over here. Let's take some more questions. Does 41,700 applicable to? Yeah, that one I've answered. I'm taking the questions on the channel till the time anyone asks the live questions. What if a person overstayed for 2 months and left UK illegally via truck? Okay. Without border exit system, can they get UK visa again? Yeah, everything will have to be disclosed properly. They may be able to get it, provided 2 months of overstay. 3 months of overstay will have 1 year ban. Yeah, you can apply, provided you are eligible for whichever visa you are applying. There may not be an overstay ban if you, because you left within 2 months at your own expense. Yes. If you overstay for more than 90 days, then there is an overstay ban of 12 months. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. But will my application affect my wife, main applicant, children, other dependent? No, it won't affect others because you are a dependent. You left, your application was withdrawn. All others, the main applicant and others, they are fine. Just make sure that your wife can still sponsor the dependents, please. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know you did give the facts where your wife got a cause before 22nd of July, if I'm not wrong. But then the dependents on care workers were stopped not on 22nd July. They were stopped long before, on 11th of March 2024. So if dependents are eligible for your wife to sponsor, depending on when her cause was assigned or when she joined the skilled worker for the first time, then yes, their application should be fine. Your withdrawal doesn't lead to their refusals. Their application will be assessed as per the immigration rules. Okay, so no more questions. I will end this live. I may do a live subsequently this week or maybe next week. Thank you very much, anyone who joined, everyone who got some value. Please give a Google review. I will put, yeah, there is a question. I'll take that first. Let me, I'm putting the Google review link again. Anyone who's got any value, please do give a 5-star review and write at least one line over there, 1 or 2 lines, whatever, or your paragraph. Yeah. Sandeep, my baby born in UK. I'm a skilled worker. I'm a skilled worker. Once I get ILR, can my baby be eligible for British citizenship directly? Yes. Currently, he is in on India. We applied dependent visa for him as well. Yes, that dependent visa will not affect. I know you will apply, you will extend whatever, but for your child, you don't even have to apply for ILR. I've done this for my own older daughter. Yeah. So Ishani, which she's 8 years old now. At the time we were on, I was a dependent. My wife was a skilled worker. She was a nurse, and we have done it for ourselves. Our daughter was born. We never applied for anything, not even a visa for her. And after that, when we got ILR, we straight applied for her registration as a British citizen because she was born in the UK. In your case, the only difference is you applied for a dependent visa. That doesn't change anything, and the child has traveled out of the UK. Even that doesn't change anything. So at the point of ILR also, if you file for yourself and your wife the ILR, you don't even need to file ILR for that child, baby who is born in the UK. I know that is a tricky one. If you are scared, uh, get advice from us or immigration lawyers. It will save you 3-4 thousand pounds for the baby's ILR. You don't. The baby doesn't even need ILR. As soon as you both get ILR, or at least one of you gets ILR, by virtue of the fact that the baby was born in the UK, the baby can, he or she can apply directly to register as a British citizen. So I've done it for many clients. I've done it for my own case for my oldest daughter. So it is also from experience, yeah. Vagat, but I have heard about the self-sponsorship route a lot. Is it legal route that I can leverage? I'm ready to invest some amount. Yeah, that self-sponsorship, if you are outside the UK, it will not work out. I'm just summarily telling you. I will not get in the details, but it may not work out. Sorry, people may try to sell that. Okay, so will they refund me if my application is withdrawn? Yes, as per the rules, they should refund you. You may have to follow up back and forth or something sometimes, but then usually they will give a refund if the decision is not made. If a decision is made, it is refused, you will lose the visa fees. Only the IHS will come back. Okay, you'll be refunded. What if a visa is 1 day late? Or visa is 1 day late. There has to be reasons. Usually, it should be explained in the, yeah, what it means. I think I'm trying to interpret her. Yesterday her visa expired, and today she is applying for whatever extension or the next permission. Usually, some explanation needs to be given. Speak to an immigration lawyer. There are solutions. I know many times we have explained. Uh, yeah, there may be a way to explain it to home office. There has to be a reason that has to be explained if there is any evidence or whatever. But yeah, there is a way to explain that within 14 days if you made an application. Uh, yeah, many times I've also worked out with, I forgot to apply. It did go through, yes, but then not always the case. So it is a very case by case situation. Ideally, just don't file it. They will send you a questionnaire saying, why have you filed it? And you have to give them some reasons. Rather, upfront, when you file, when you upload the documents, put any evidence, information, why I filed, instead of yesterday, last date of my visa, I'm filing 1 day late today. Make sure that. Thank you very much, Sandeep. If you did get value, please do give a review on Google. I have put the link over there. It will help others like yourself to find this channel also. I know other people who advertise, they go up. We don't advertise, so on Google business, we usually go down. But then I know all this free information is not available. You will get all those ads, and you may have to pay considerable sums of money for all these small advices also. So if you did get value, please do give a review, even on it. Anyone who got value, Sandeep, definitely I gave you a lot of value. So please do give a 5-star review, and just write 1 or 2 lines, whatever you want to write about your experience. I will put the link again over here. Yeah, that is the link. Sandeep, definitely I would expect a review from you. I've saved you considerable sums of money. Okay, so yes, anyone who got value in this, please do go to the link, give a review, give 5 stars, write something, whatever. Thank you very much, Sandeep. Yeah, and do that. Save that ILR fees for the child. Don't waste your money. Yeah, so I've done it for many clients. The child who was born in the UK, even you don't need a dependent. I know your child has traveled outside UK, that's why you need a visa to come back. But if the children are not traveling, don't get a child born in the UK is not illegal. That is a wrong notion. I know everyone asks me, child born in the UK is legal. Yeah, so, and yes, your child will not even need ILR. Yeah, if they are not traveling, they don't even need extensions of the dependents. So that's it, and thank you very much, and see everyone in the, yeah, anyone who wants to review, please click on the rings and open it and do give a review. Sorry, I'm stressing on that, but because many times I speak to clients, and they tell me that they don't know that I have a YouTube channel. They found me in some other way, whatever blogs or anything else, and through Google Business also. But then if people know, it's, they know, they already see me what is that I know from this, all this information, so they can ask me the relevant questions. And people don't, who are not even in this field, who want to ask some other questions of other countries, they know that I'm not going to help them, so they should not book consultations or try to contact me. So that helps them also, people who are not in UK immigration area. So especially, I know many people need these small advices where they want to make a decision on some things. So please do review on that Google, give 5 stars, and write down whatever you want, 1 or 2 lines. Please write 1 line. And yes, I will get live, and I will do provide more information and update. Nothing from the government, all those things are still in the pipeline. 10 years, nothing on paper. Till the time nothing comes on paper, I'm not just going to give news updates and all, what do you call, yeah, guesswork over here. And that Nigel Farage ILR thing, yeah, that's not going to work out. Okay, so people should not worry. I know people are booking consultations to ask me about that, but that's why I'm just trying. Don't waste your money booking consultations with me to ask about Nigel Farage's new plan. Yeah, okay, and thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.